Yep, you ready? Yeah. Today is Wednesday. Took off today. Wednesday is the S of the Ask method means seeking inside my Bible, looking for more and more answers. Which I did find one. It was 31 Proverbs 31. I ended up waking up early and reading that one because I like to read first thing in the morning. I said, man, is it a Proverbs 31? Right. Yeah, it was a Proverbs 31. So I got into it. And it started out kind of slow. I was like, man, where is this going? It was like a mother was talking to her son or something like that. But at the end, man, it just went wow. Because it was all about my wife and my daughters and women. Proverbs 31, boom. And I'm going to post that on my Instagram because I did immediately text it to him. It was talking about how the women are great, they're good with their hands. This woman, she can do so much stuff. She's an asset to her husband. Everybody knows her, you know. So that lets me understand one thing, that we shouldn't belittle our wives or daughters or anything like that. Because I did have one of my good clients. I can understand there was a tension between husband and wife. I never knew why, because it was like she would do her own thing, he was doing his own thing, and it was like almost in spite of everything, right? Because like she's my client, but he refuses to be my client. You see what I'm saying? So that's what the deal was. Come to find out that a business opportunity came up, and she didn't take advantage of it. He wouldn't support her on the business opportunity. How many times? Then I ran across another client. Same thing. They wanted to start. She was thinking franchise. He was thinking manchise, meaning that he would say, "Hey, I don't want to pay all this money for a franchise. That money could be going into the business with our own name on it." I said, "Yeah, that's true. And I understand what she's saying, but with that money comes the expertise, the backing, the name that's already been built, so you don't have to do all that stuff. But with Manchise, you got to do everything. You may go years and years with nothing, can't get any traction, you know. So just like where I'm working at right now, it's a franchise. They had their own small things, which was the franchise, which was doing well, but it's not on this scale. They got the franchise, and even though they spent a lot of money on the franchise, they still had enough momentum to spin off the franchises. See what I'm saying? Because now you built your own name up, now you spin off. So that was one thing. So I was counseling that. I think women are the backbone of society, right? Of the head bone, the backbone, the neck bone. I mean, they all over, right? And that's what I think, right? So, but I think that Proverbs 31 superior verse. Now, back to me. I done some work today. I got a chance to go out and meet somebody working on a high level. Just being around it, just the vibe, the Christmas, the on purposeness. I mean, it's a certain purpose, a certain look. There's no deviation. I mean, I was going over the product and full undivided attention because that's the time that he carved out to hammer and smash that all out and be done with it. And that's the key thing. I met two high power people, and that's the key thing. And that's what this one thing is about, is focusing on that one thing and focusing on completion and putting in the work. That's a habit that I'm building, putting in the work. Because I've been working, but I hadn't been completing a lot of things. So now we're going to work on towards completion of some things before going to the next task. And I think that's got something to do with energy levels. I think that's got something to do with sleep. I think that's got something to do with the time of day. Like right now, I said, late at night, don't make any rash decisions that for tomorrow. Because if I make the decision for tomorrow in the state that I am in right now, when tomorrow comes, I say, oh, I already made a decision on this, which was from a position of weakness. So you can't make a decision like that from a position of weakness. You just can't do it. Can't do it. Now tomorrow is Thursday. Hey, you know what? Your boy was off today. I still went in. This is a new chapter of working part of the day. I'm supposed to be off. I'm still conducting some business at home, carving out still a time block. Because when you're off work, can you still work on your most important thing? If it's work related. But I did carve out a little time that I was going to answer my phone. Glad that I did, right? And then I also went in for a short period of time, maybe an hour. I went in for an hour. But guess what? Went in for an hour. That short time, I may spend another 2 hours out that whole day. That was my top 20%. That was my one thing. That was the 20% Pareto's law. 20%, 20%, 20. Don't I can only. It shows me I don't need 9 hours. All I need is 2 hours, 2 strong, solid hours. And the rest of it is because there's so many choices, so many hours available that I thin myself out to stretch out through the hours. That's what this one thing, man, it's just absolute awesome. Well, tomorrow I'm working on the 4 agreements. That's going to be this mind game on why I'm executing at a high level. That's why I'm working on that 4 agreements tomorrow to do my best. I'm going to refresh myself on doing my best. Let's take 220. And I'm still struggling. Man, still struggling with some areas. And I know where they are. They identified. They already laid out. But I just got to get this strength up. Strength coming up.